Now I'm going to move this down a little bit. I'm just going to move it. I'm just going to move it over here. Okay, 1, 2, 3. There we go. Because I am going to make a new tent. That's what I'm going to do. This is going to be the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it can go up to that height. But what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 is going to be the tent ceiling. So the tent itself is just going to go up to there. Well, not just. That's quite a big, you know, it's quite a big thing, isn't it? And I can put 1, 2. I can put 3. Let's pop these. Oh, I didn't want that to go there. And that one there. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. So I'm thinking the top, because it's white, will need to be plaster. Here we go. We've got 236 plaster. That's going to do an awful lot. Right, so this is going to replace this, and this is going to sort of come down like a sort of a pyramid, basically. I want this to come out from the middle of there to come down to here. Okay, that's what I want. Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3. That's a bit low, is that? Because I've got to fit on a sort of a border. So I'm thinking probably to get from the middle of there to the end of there, I think I'm going to put something that's going to help me figure out what that should be. So if I want this to come from the middle of there, let's just go on here. So the middle of this, where's that going to be? Okay, I don't want to chisel it yet because I'm putting this support beam on, you know? But I want it to come from there, right in that corner, and I want it to come to sort of like the middle of there. Will it go up any more? That takes it off, doesn't it? It's going to have to be there. Right. So let me just now chisel all these. There, 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 and there. And try and get something that's from the middle. So let's see. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we want that one and this one. So this one, I think, has to come down like this. That's just above it. That's just above it. That is. I mean, there might be an easier way of doing this, but you know me. My brain works one way and it's my way, and to work stuff out, I really need to understand what I'm doing. There we go. Right, let me have this on here. I only need one of those on there, I think. I don't think I need that at the moment. I just want to take this down. 1. Right. Because on the top of here is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're going to have that there, that, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this would go on this side. See? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, so that's going to be the top there. So there. So if that's going to be the top, and I want this to go down here, it's going to have a regular pattern going up like this, like that. Is that 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, and if we hit that one off, we've got there. Let's just. I think that's it. I think that is it. We've got to chisel that now. I'm going to take that off first. I'll be putting some of this back on, but I feel like I can only deal with one bit at a time, so just bear with me. I'm going to take that off, and then this one here. There we go. Right. So, and I want the inside of it, of this roof bit, to actually be, you know, hollow. So I'm gonna have to go up these. Hang on a minute. And decide how much I'm gonna have. Probably like that. Right, so I'm thinking that's what I want that to look like. Okay, so we're going to put some more plaster on this side. There, and I'm hoping that I can do this. So look on the other side. So that one's that. So this one I want to be on this one, and then this one I want to be on this one, like that, and then this would have been this one, wouldn't it? So it would have to be that would have to be this, that. That one would have to be this one, and then this would go like that, and then under this one, oh no, wrong one, this one, this one, this one, and then mirror, and then the end one. And mirror. There we go. And this one didn't get used at all, like the other side. Right, let me have a look. Let me have a look. I think this is the best place to have a look at, because maybe not. I think that's going to be okay, to be honest. I think that is. I think that's going to be fine. And that would go like that. And that would go like that. Right, let me just come down there a minute. I'm going to start on the edge because the edges are a little bit easier than the corners. The corners will come out here, you see, but I'll get probably a couple in there before I have to do the corners, like that. Right, it's not supposed to go down there. It's supposed to go on top. Right, because what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do that. There. Okay, so I'm just going to take those outer, those lower blocks off because I didn't want those on there in the first place. So we're going to have a plaster in the corner like that for all of them. But I'm only going to, as I've just done now, I'm only going to chisel one of them. So first of all, I'm going to take these off first. Now that's less than that, so I'm going that way. And I'm going that way. This is a little bit like a little bit of the technique I used for doing vaulting. Because as we do this on this side, this goes straight to the edge. And I have to use this and use that on the inside there. On there. And then I'm going to go over here and do exactly the same thing again. And it's going to take off. Don't think I can do it with that one on there. It's going to have to be, I'm going to have to start off with that one and then go down like that. There we go. Let's go closer and just examine that. I mean, just make sure I've taken everything off. I haven't. I've got this bit here to take off. And then with that, we're going to take that off there. Let's have a look. That looks right now. Yep. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. Oops-a-daisy. And I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to use this to turn that around. So that is how that's going to go, and we're going to do that all the way up to there. So this one, we've got this one little one here to do. Well, we've got 4 to do, but I'm going to do this one little one here, and then we'll transfer it onto the others. There we go. Right, it's the one next to this one here. Right, so if we run along here, and that one, it's that one there. Right, you can see where it is there. We're just going to twizzle it into place. Now we've got to sort this one out, because we took things out of here when we did this, and we also put them in. So we're going to have to put in and take out as well to make this fit. So what we're going to do is, after this first one here, I'm going to take all that off. I can do that with that, and this one as well. And then we're going to count down. There's 1. So this next bit that comes off is this one. Let's have a look. Yep. Because we're just gonna take this pattern and we're gonna do it down the middle there, and then we'll have our pattern to take off the edges and make each of the corners align. There we go. So the next one is 2. So we need to come out 1, 2. So that's where that comes off there, and then we can put these in there, right? There we go. Right, so let's have a look at that. Oh, I don't like the way there's different colours on it, but I don't think you can do anything about that. One way of marking is to chisel out from one corner to the other corner. So with this one, you go to very near to that mark. You won't be able to get all the way up to it. Oh, well, maybe you can. Ha! There we go. And we can't have a bigger one because it goes into that. Can you see where my cursor's pointing? It goes into that one. So you still have to stick with this one for another one. See how far down we can go without crossing over that midline there. There we go. That's how that looks there, look. I'm going to do this on this one. And then I'm going to rotate it. So I'm going to come down here. And you can see all those corners are now done. And then I'm going to do this one here. So this one goes in a little bit further. So there's more to chop off from the underneath. So let's do this one first. And that one, yeah, that one was alright there. I think they all are actually. That one's no good because it's too big. You can see it's going to cut into those. So we need a smaller one. And we want to go in as far as we can. That's not gonna work either. Okay, so you can see that we need to go down even further. So I don't think it matters where you start with this, but what you're wanting is for those lines to converge in this centre bit here. And I wanted this on instead of a big block on top. I wanted this chiselled out instead of having a big block, a big sort of like pyramid on top, just to make it feel airy and spacious. And I think that would do that. So now I'm going to take this. We know we've done this one. I'm going to take that. I'm going to do oopsie daisy. So let me get up here. Don't have to get so close to it, but I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to twizzle it round. There we go. Okay, so we've got the top that I want, I think. Now I want... Oh, that went dark. Well, that changed quickly, didn't it? It can't go over there, so I think I've got to utilise this to make it... to make the edging. I'm going to do that first, because... There. Whoa. Let's have a little bit of a nibble. I see a butterfly. I see a butterfly. Now is it a right click or a left click? No, no. Got it. There. It's a silky owl. I don't think I've got that one, have I? I don't think I've got that one. Let's have a look. Oh, no, that's a new one. There we go. Now, I was putting these on here, wasn't I? There we go. I think I'd like a different block. And I think I'm going to make them packed dirt. I'm going to do packed dirt for that. For this, this bit that comes down here. So I'm going to do this over 1 or 2 blocks, I think. So first of all, I want the block to be much thinner than that. So I'm going to use my planer, and I'm going to go in and bring this down to, I think I want it to 1, 2. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to try 4 instead. Like that. Yeah, I think that'll do it. There we go. So now I want to try. I want to have a little play now to see what the best setting is going to be for the pattern that I want to make. And this is going to have to be I'm going to have to put, let's have a look, I'm going to have to put some of this in here, and it's this that I'm going to work with. Let me just put that there, because I want to know where my boundaries are. So I think for this I just want, and then I want like that, and then I want to put that back with this so that this comes from the top, and then I'm just going to use my planer to add that all the way along. Can I get up there? I can. A bit easier if it's in front of you instead of at an angle. So that's that. And then here I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It needs to be there. So there. Now I've got that space to do that, and I've still got that line in the middle, haven't I? But how does this go? Because if I did 1, 2, 3, and then did maybe that could go like that, maybe that could work, and this would have to come down lower here, and then I could fit 2 in there as well. See what that looks like. Let's have a look. Oopsie-daisy, round this way. I think that is better actually. I want to do that, and I want to do that all along there. Like that. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's not going to stay that colour, don't worry. I'm just trying to get the pattern right now. We've got to do this here. Got to have that one there as well. I need 2 more on there. So hopefully, like that. And this bottom bit, I might have to add another one on top of there, underneath there actually, because that's not coming down. I don't think this is going to come down as far as I want it to. I'm going to put, let me just get that out of the way. I'm just going to put one of these in there, just to help me focus on this bit. And I want that to go in there. That one like that. Let's have a look. And that one, yeah. Okay, so that's that. I might need a different material to make this stand out here. It just helps that focus on that there. That's it. How does that look? Let me just have a look at that. I think that is better. Let's have a look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we could have those two coming down there. Use this. Let me have a look at that. Okay, we are getting there. We are getting there. And what I need now is for these all to come out. Let's have a look. Have a look. That's it. Yeah, these have got to come in. Okay, let me see that. You see that? That is okay. Let's have a look. Okay. Okay, I quite like that. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that pattern as far as I can get it. I would have liked one of those like that, but I've got to have two because it's a 16 voxel block and you can't have one in the middle. So, okay, so that's not bad. We've got to get the corners sorted and then transfer this all the way around. What I'd like to have a go at doing is making this a little bit more realistic and give it a little bit of depth. So I'm just going to work on this one here, and I think what I'll do is I'm going to leave these on this plane, but these I'm going to push back. That's what I'm going to do. So I think I've got to work from behind first. So let's see how this goes. We'll have some more of those. See if I can get up here. Right, so this is my middle one, is it? Is it 1, 2, 1, 2? Yeah, it's this one I want to do. So I think what I'll do is I'm just going to add another line of this behind this one, and then I'm going to take the front one off so I can this has to be the full thing, this bit here, so I'm going to do that, and then we'll have a go with the corners, because of course I'm going to try and make this, oh, that goes round okay, look. Try and make that sort of like a 3D effect. Now I can only go one layer at the front, so I'm only going one layer at the back, because I don't want it to look lopsided. So where did I do that? I did that on there. So I want this to come off there and just leave what I'm going to leave the layer that I've put on the back. I'm going to have that on the front, like that. Yeah, can you see it? That's the only thing I can do really. So I'm going to do the same thing on this side as well. And I know it'll only transfer half of this, but it makes sense to me to do the whole thing, and then I'm not missing anything. Yeah, I like that. I quite like that. I quite like that a lot, actually. Huh. Right, let's do this first, and I want to take this off. Whoa. Oh, are both my... Oh, I've got this tiny bit of... This isn't going to last long either, is it? I think I need to go and make some new chisels. This needs to come off quite close. Let's just continue this line here first. There we go. Okay, so we want to get all this stuff out, and then we'll work on this corner. This is probably just going to have one of these. Can it hang off there? Or does this need to go further back? Oh, it's just one. So technically, it should come down from here. Yeah, what does that look like? Let's have a look. I think that's looking okay, to be honest. I need to take this bit out on here, which is this bit here. So we'll just see that white line on the inside. Have I done all this? I think I have. Let me have a look on the inside. I don't think that needs to be there. I think that just needs to come from there. Yeah. Now, I'm going to have a go before I do anything else. Of seeing if I can remember how to work this. So I'm going to put this on the floor. Oh, I've got one up there, look. I've got one up there. So let us have this here. And I'm going to replicate one of these. The middle one, I think. I'm going to, oops, daisy. I'm going to put that on there. Right. So we've got different bits that we want different colours. And let's have a look at this. Look at all those colours. Look at those. So what I'm wanting is for all the brown bits you can see on there, I want those purple. So let me see what sort of purple. I think probably this one. And I don't know, do I just click on this bit? And then when I go into chisel, I've got purple. Now, could I make all the bits? I can. So that's what that's what I was going for. That. Okay. So, and then what I'm going for is, if I just wanted, let me see, what looks like gold on there. Does that look like gold? I think it does. I think it does. Then I need to click on this, shift and click on this. Is it shift and click? No, it's just click. There, look at that. That looks awesome. That looks so awesome. It really does. So if I now click on this bit and go up on this middle bit here and click on this bit, wow. Okay, and then I wanted to click on this bit, and then no. Can I undo that? No. Okay, that's the wrong colour. That is the wrong colour. What I wanted to do was select the colour first. Which one did I select? Was it this one? That one. That's better. So that's this one, number 24. I better make a note of that, and then what I thought looked like gold, which was this one, and that's 35. There. So that one. There we go. So now, if I... Oh, that top bit as well. It's got to be purple. What have I got it on at the moment? Is it this one? 24. I just want that one. There. There we go. So now, I need to click this all the way across there. Not that end one. There. Oh, the end one I'm going to have to do separately, aren't I? And then I need to click this one and put that all the way across. And then I need to click down at the bottom here and click all the way across there. Oh my. Oh yes. I'm happy with that. I am very happy with that. There's a lot more to go into this yet, so I don't think that's all there is. It isn't. And then we're going to do this one on this one. And then we're going to do the wedge on the side. Make sure it goes on the side. If it goes under, you're in trouble. There we go. Let's have a look. Oh, yes. Yes, I am liking that. Very nice. So I'm just placing these blocks for the corner. I'm going to work on a corner now, and then I'm going to duplicate it to the other four corners, as I've done with everything really. I've just worked on one section and then duplicated it. There is a pole that comes down through it, and I've got to get that in as well. I think it's got to come there at least. So this has got to come. This has got to come down here. Let's have a look at that. Maybe we could just have. Maybe we could have that. What do you think? Then we have this one. I need that to come out there. I need that to come off there. That is too big. I wonder if I should put this down here actually. There. Okay, let's take this one off. Go around there. And we'll have... Okay, I think that might be it. Ooh, from all the way over here, it looks good, I think. In fact, I might put another one block right in the middle on top. How did I get a middle to this? Obviously, I broke the rules, didn't I? Oh, I can't get another one unless I unless I put a whole block on top just for that one little nubble on there. And we need white going into there. Like that. This. Need it on, I think I'll start it on here, which is like here. Like that. Okay, so I'm thinking I want it to come out from sort of like here, and it's got to come down to sort of like half. So if this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 on top, 1, 2, it needs to come down to, let's just put an extra one on here so I can mark it, and I want it to come probably there. Have a look. This on the end of there as well. Along there. I just want to give this a little bit of texture, so I'm going to have a few lines of this colour coming down. And I'll carry these right down to the bottom, I think. And I'll do the same on the other side of this corner, and then of course I'll use my pantograph and my wedge to transfer. Right, the last little bit, this little bit here for this corner here, and I'll use my wedge to mirror that, get it across there. Nice. What I want to do is add this to this. I did choose the right colour, didn't I? Oh, I know, that's because that is another block. Because half of that is on one block and the other half is on the other block. So that should do it now, I think. Oh, that's still got that original colour. Can I take that off with the paint scraper on the pantograph? Yeah? Is it gone? Yeah, it's gone. There we go. Right, this one is what I'm after. Make sure I'm on the right one. There we go. That other one should still have the light because it's the same block. There we go, that's working now. This is the last little tassel that we're putting the light on, and then we'll have a look. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, look at that. Oh, I'm well chuffed with that. Hopefully this will look okay. So this is the last of the edging bit, and I've got to fill the middle bit in now. This would have been much quicker had I not hollowed out the roof bit, but I've got to bring the red colour down from the top. Okay, we're getting there. This edging just on the inside there I think would look really cool. Transfer that across. I'll have to just come around to this. Oh, elk. That's it. I should be able to make that look okay around that corner, I think. This one in this one, and then this one. That went okay. I haven't got the corner one in there. Corner one, this one. This one, this one. This one. Let's have a look at it. Oh, what do you say about that then? Hey? What do you say? I'm quite chuffed with that, actually. I am. So this one, I'm going to put over in this corner here. There we go. Going to have that there. Gonna have this here. There we go. Shall we put that up there for now? Put that there. Okay, so that's as high as we're gonna go. Yeah. Oh, not that one. Ones. Is that gonna go here? Yep. Let's get these back on. That one. 23. This one. Oh, we want it all over. I should be able to get that to come across most of that anyway. And get it there and there. It's there that it becomes a bit of a problem. No, it... how's that come there? Did I miss something out there? Come on now. Okay. And I'm hoping when I pick it up, put it down, and those don't all fall off. That would be good, wouldn't it? Wow, look at this. I can get right next to the fire. So that's where all that around the fire, not in the fire. Okay. Awesome. Let's come over here. Look at that tent. What about that then? Yep, that's okay for me.